Warning, warning, flirt alert. You're about to witness a world champion charmer in full flight. His name is Will Smith, that man in black, one of the coolest dudes in or out of the movies. And his latest unsuspecting victim is our mate Liz Hayes, just a journo trying to do a job. Just trying to interview another superstar about his life and latest flick. In this case, Hitch, the hit comedy about the love doctor, a guy who knows exactly what women want. Sounds like a cushy job for Liz, doesn't it? Well, you obviously haven't seen Mr. Smith in action.
Here's the test for everybody at home, men and women. For men, if you have a male friend that you tell more of the truth to than you do your wife, you're doomed. All right? And women, if you have a female friend that you tell more of the truth to than you do to your man, then you are doomed.
Let's get straight to the point here. It's not just on screen that Will Smith plays the role of a man who knows everything about love.
Do you know the definition of perseverance, Miss Milas?
Nice to meet you.
In real life, he's also devilishly charming.
That's gonna get heavy after a while. Yeah.
Quick to put you at ease, or perhaps more accurately, a little off guard.
Requires
It does.
a little bit of yourself.
See, and
And then you saw the little touch when I came back. I just
You
grabbed the
did.
tip a little bit, you know.
you did do that again.
You like that? See, I was here,
Yeah,
I was
I
here,
think
and I'm here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I,
It's
and
in
then
the
just
lips,
a little bit
actually.
right there. You like
I've
that?
got
Just
all
a little.
flushed.
Yeah.
But confidence, I think, is pretty sexy, and you've got plenty of that.
Why, thank you, darling.
That's no problem.
You cannot stop it. Next subject.
It's perhaps no surprise to learn that in his new movie Hitch, Will Smith plays a love professional, a date doctor, with the answers on how to woo women.
Women relate dancing to sex, all right? Even a great dancer can lose it with one of these. I feel that any man can take the shot and land the woman of his dreams. He just has to present himself properly, and you can't do it just willy-nilly, you know? I'll get that. No, come in, it's just an interview.
She just wants to turn the bed down.
Yeah, turn down service.
So it only takes 3 dates. And
3
it's
dates.
in the bag.
You know, the thing that's really interesting is it probably takes less than that.
You're kidding.
You know, that yeah, it probably takes less than that.
You know you're right.
Women know really quickly if whether or not you're a contender. Women talk to you for 3 minutes.
Yep.
And they're clear whether or not you're a contender.
Allegra. Hi, it's Albert Brenneman.
Hitch is a good old-fashioned chick flick taking a wry look at a very 21st century problem. Too many single men and women desperately searching for that special someone.
I keep reading that this is a role that traditionally a white man would play.
Yeah.
Why do I read that? What's going on?
Well, you know, because for years the white man's been keeping my people down. You know?
I mean, I thought Sidney Poitier got rid of all of that.
No, it's.
But
I
he
mean,
didn't.
the idea of you know of racism is sort of entrenched in humanity, you know, and you know specifically in American culture, you know. So it's something that sort of exists at the fiber of American society. So it's not something that Hollywood is going to be exempt from.
Will Smith grew up a long way from Hollywood. The second of 4 children, he was raised in Philadelphia, where he got the nickname Prince because of his ability to charm his way out of trouble. So, in 1990, when Will got his break on the TV sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was really just playing himself.
Mom, I keep telling yo, everything is mop and glow, Mom. They love me here.
The show was a hit.
Will! Excuse me, Mom. Me and Uncle Phil about to go for a run.
But it wasn't until the mid-90s that he showed that he had genuine acting talent. In 1995, in the movie Bad Boys, he played a cop.
It's okay, I'm with the police. It's cool. You look great.
The following year came his role as the kick-ass fighter pilot in Independence Day.
Welcome to Earth.
And then the one that cemented him as box office gold, Men in Black.
I'm sorry. Was that your auntie?
I look at it like bowling, you know, like, you know, bowling when you
Yep.
bowl and you really need to line up 3 strikes. You need the turkey, right? You need to line up the 3 strikes in a row. And I think Bad Boys, Independence Day, and Men in Black was the turkey, that the trifecta that established me as a movie star.
Sealed the deal.
And sealed the deal, yeah. You get 3 in a row, people's like, okay, all right, cool, we'll ride with him.
We are the Men in Black.
It's a singular achievement. Will Smith has broken through that traditional barrier that too often prevented black actors playing white roles.
I make this look good.
Well, at this point, I believe, you know, as far as box office, I'm probably, you know, somewhere near #1, the most bankable movie star in the world.
I tell you are.
You know.
As you see, not any white man could have played Ali, for example.
Right. Yeah. You know, a white guy playing Ali, it would throw it off a little bit.
It would.
It would throw it off. You know, not that there's not great actors out there, you know, but, you know, Ben Stiller as Ali, it would have been a
It's
different
not
movie.
going to do it.
I ain't draft dodging, I ain't burning no flag, and I ain't running to Canada.
The film Ali proved that Will Smith had joined the ranks of the acting heavyweights.
Want me to go somewhere and fight for you? You won't even stand up for me right here in America, for my rights and my religious beliefs. You won't even stand up for me right here at home.
He trained for 18 months to get in shape.
How frightening is it, though, to play a living legend?
It's terrifying, which again made me want to attack it. You know, so it's like, you know, it's an honor. Ali personally asked me to make the film.
I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Smith captured Ali's every nuance, the look, the lip,
I'm not gonna apologize to you.
the moves. He was the man, and it earned him an Oscar nomination.
But the punch lifts Frazier clean out of the ring. Frazier's still rising, and the referee wears a frown, cause he can't start counting till Frazier comes down.
You seem to me, just in the reading that I do of you, to be an incredibly focused and disciplined person.
Absolutely.
Does that come from your upbringing?
Yeah, I sort of had a military upbringing. My father was in the Air Force, so, you know, we always had to put hospital corners on our bed.
Now, you know, I'm the only other person in the world that knows how to do a hospital corner.
Really?
Do you still do that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You got to put that hospital, you got to be able to bounce a quarter off of it.
Yeah, I was going to
The quarter
test
needs to
you,
bounce. Yeah.
but unfortunately, they took the bed. So.
You know, but it's something that you know, I feel like self-discipline is the center of everything. I had a rhyme. I had a rap. It's on my album. People ask me how I maintain the light in the spot, and I said, when I walk to the stage, it's like a big fight. It's all cheers, no jeers. I've been gigging for years, right? Here in front of you, whatever you want to do, honey, I'm like Sun Tzu. You know how done do. War is an art form. It's me against me. My mind the only boundary from what I want to be. The key to life is on a treadmill. I just watch and learn while your chest burns. Because if you say you're going to run 3 miles and you run 2, I don't ever have to worry about losing at nothing to you.
That is quite something.
Yeah. It is very difficult for a man to even speak to someone that looks like you.
In Will Smith's
on the other hand,
world,
should that be your
confidence is everything. Which brings us back to Hitch, a man who never, ever doubts his ability to win over any woman.
I mean, you're sending all the right signals. No earrings, heels under 2 inches, your hair is pulled back. I am Hitch. Like, I'm that
Really?
guy. Like, the story is, you know, we tailored it around my experiences. The guy that was hurt in his younger life. He was hurt
That
by
was
a
you?
woman. That was,
you?
I told myself I wasn't going to cry on your show.
But you put yourself out on the line a bit, don't
Yes.
you? Because unlike an action hero, I mean,
Right.
there's a little bit of all of us that wants to be attractive and please our audience.
Absolutely.
So, were you worried you wouldn't be attractive enough?
You know, I felt very comfortable that it's not necessarily about being physically attractive. So I felt very comfortable that being sweet and being charming and being in love, selling the truth of being in love, that it would be acceptable for women. I've always been, like my ears, because they kind of stick out a little bit. So I've never looked at myself as like the...
They're beautifully adorned.
You like that? Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to fix them. You got to fix them, you know. They stick out a little bit, just hang something on them.
Go get a red rose, get a regular Coke, tell her she's everything you never knew you always wanted. Any problems, give me a call.
What do I do to snare a bloke? Do I apply the same principle, or are you fellows a bit different?
No, see, I think that the difference with a woman trying to get a man, and I don't know how I can say this without being crude.
Give it a shot.
All the men in this room,
yeah,
would be more than happy to take you home.
Yeah. I can tell you now that's not true.
Well,
they've been traveling with me for a little too long.
But you know, it's like you're beautiful and successful and strong. So it's not.
We could end this now.
You know, so it's not. You know that the thing is, I say for women is to be what you want.
On fidelity.
Fidelity.
Can we just clarify this? Do you ask your wife, is it all right if I sleep with someone else, or do you not?
Well, the article was sort of taken out of context. What I said is, hypothetically, if the situation were to arise, and I was sitting with a lovely journalist, and that I was just so attracted to, that wouldn't be something that I would hide from my wife. I would say, Jada, I met this lovely Australian journalist, and is it okay if I go out and just have a meal with her tonight? And she would say yes, or she would say no.
Oh, okay.
Right, she would say yes or no.
Falling straight into this.
No, she would say yes, but no, most likely she would say yes, because like I was saying about self-discipline, I'm a man of my word. So there's nobody on the face of the earth that knows more about me than Jada. And anything that I think and anything that I feel, no matter how dark or scary that I might feel or how dangerous it could be to the relationship, I'm telling her, period. So whatever those emotions are, she gets all of them, and she has to decide whether or not she can live with me in the same way that I have to decide. But there's nothing worse and more dangerous than being deceived. And I refuse to do that to somebody because I don't like when it's done to me.
Okay. I am so hot. I am blushing so badly. I have to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Liz Hayes. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9 Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.